Siesta Sand Live. Siesta Sand Live is broadcast from Captain Kurt's Village. It's Siesta Key's home to great food, great drinks, great music, and great times. Look for the giant American flag.
Welcome to Siesta Sand Live. I'm your host, Natalie Gutwein, and today I have Tori and Teresa from Lenny'Z Pizza. They opened up a couple years ago just down the street here from Captain Kurt's. Can't wait to hear their story, so stay tuned. So I am here today with Tori and Teresa. They are with Lenny'Z Pizza. So how long, tell me all about it. How did you get here? I met you guys years ago looking at houses here on the island, and then the next thing I knew, you opened a business. So how'd you get here? How'd that happen?
That's kind of how it started, actually, is my parents were in the position to buy a few rental properties. We're originally from Ohio, so they were trying to figure out where they wanted to maybe buy a rental property, and Siesta Key was on their list.
Had you vacationed here before, or was
a few times? Our extended family, this is like their spot.
Yeah.
So it was definitely somewhere where our extended family have vacation multiple years at a time. So it was on the map just because they come down here frequently.
So you knew about it.
Exactly, and we wanted them to have the opportunity to rent our houses out if they did come down rather than getting something else. So
that's how I met you, that part, when
Right.
you were out looking for houses. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So during that time, they were looking for them, and then shortly after, they were really trying to figure out if you guys wanted to be down here full time. We didn't know if they wanted to be down here full time. I was already moved down here after college. I kind of just made my way down here already. So they were looking, and they finally found a property. They purchased the property, and they spent a lot of time down here fixing up the property, doing all that kind of stuff. And eventually, my dad is a fitness fanatic, so he's always on his bike, always going around.
I see him all
Oh my
the time.
gosh.
He's so tall. You can't miss him.
You cannot miss him. He's 6'9", big dude. So he's always on his bike, riding around, running, doing whatever he does. And he went past the old pizza. It was Pizza and Brew prior, and he saw the for sale sign. So what Dan does best is he couldn't get in contact with anybody. Nobody would talk to him. And the prior owners, he somehow found, her name was Mary Lou, found Mary Lou and said, hey, like, I'm interested. We just moved down here, kind of gave our story. And she was actually on her way to sign documents to sell it to a different owner.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so then she called him back like 3 hours later and said, God was telling me that it's for you. And it is kind of crazy because my dad's sister, my godmother, Vicky, was battling cancer at the time, actually. And this is her spot. Vicky was down here multiple times. Like, she loves Siesta Key more than anything. So whenever we got that call, and just for Vicky's sake, we were like, maybe this is like a sign that we need to open up a pizza shop. We don't know. So
you weren't in the restaurant business before. What business were y'all in?
You can speak on that.
Before the pizza place, we actually had a material handling business in Ohio.
Oh, so nothing to do with food
no,
at all.
No, absolutely not. So we did have a Shell gas station, which we had a small kitchen out of that we.
It was more to take out.
Yeah.
What part of
and
Ohio?
Mercer County. So we've got a lot of Mercer Countyans that come down here, so it's awesome to be able to share the restaurant with them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so. That's what we were doing.
So this is technically my mom and dad's retirement. And I don't know what kind of retirement owns a pizza restaurant on Siesta Key, but here we are.
Yeah, well, you guys seem to be like all the other business owners around here. You're all hands-on,
Yes.
all hands on deck. Every time I go in there, there's somebody with your last name working in there.
I was going to say, yeah, Dan, my dad is constantly, he's the pizza flipper at night. My mom does whatever. I'm in there. My younger brother, Eli, he's 19 now. He moved down 6 months ago. He's a server. My older brother, Noah, or not my older brother, but the older brother, Noah, he's in there. And my sister is also in there. So we're missing one sibling. He's still up in Ohio. But other than that, we're all in there 24/7. And
That's a big family.
A blast. Yeah, it is.
How many children do you have?
There's 5 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's a lot of kids. Yeah, no wonder you need a pizza place to feed them all.
I shouldn't say 5 of us. There's 7 of us, but yeah, 5 children.
Yep.
So
They adopted 2 whenever I was a sophomore in high school. She grew up with the guy that he ended up going to prison and everything. So they ended up adopting the two that that my grandma and grandpa brought in. So they were adopted at a young age, and they've been with us. They're Neve's 18 now, 19, and Scotty's 16. So it's been quite a while with them, but it's awesome.
I'm sure they didn't complain when you guys moved down here full time.
No, they liked it. They love it. Yep.
So you started. When did you actually open the restaurant? It's been like a year and a half, something like that.
End of June. Yeah, June of 2024.
Oh, okay.
We ended up purchasing it in February. Had the idea of taking the windows out along the road so we could have an inside and outside seating area for everybody. And with permitting, it took a little bit longer than what was expected. So finally at the end of June, we're like, okay, let's just open so we can be open for 4th of July. Then we got hit with the flood. And then after the flooding, which it didn't affect us at all because we set up a lot higher.
We didn't realize how big of a blessing it was.
Yes.
We didn't realize it at the time, you know what I mean? Like 4 feet up, and then all the hurricanes came. We're like, holy cow.
Yeah, it really separated the haves and have-nots.
Absolutely.
Very, very quickly.
Absolutely. And we are very fortunate because, I mean, besides having the electricity and the water shut off, of course, that was the only really downfall that we had to the hurricanes.
Well, when I talk around to people about, hey, who should I have on the podcast, your name kept coming up because from what I understand, you really just opened up to help people after the hurricanes. You got open really fast. Tell me a little bit about that, how that happened.
Yeah, so my dad and brother, we don't close on any holiday. My parents, that's how it is. When we were growing up, my dad had the shutdown with his other company. So Christmas Day was him doing shutdown. So we never spent Christmases on Christmases. So my family, we've grown up with, we'll do it the day before, the day after. It doesn't really matter. So whenever the hurricanes and the tropical storms and stuff happened, my dad and brother actually snuck onto the island to turn on our generators. They were already prepared, so they snuck on at like 2 o'clock in the morning, turned on the generators so none of the food got spoiled, anything else. Obviously, electricity, water got turned off. So other than that, that was the most devastating, which blessings to that we got, other than a little leaking in the roof. But we opened as soon as we could. We had a project management company they had about probably 80 guys here, and we kind of got a contract ready with them, and they ordered, I think, 35 pizzas Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we gave them a really good rate for that, and I think we did it for like 3 months. So yeah, so they helped us out tremendously, and obviously we helped them out. They've done tons of stuff for us, and vice versa. So other than that, but also, I mean, any contractors, we had discounts nonstop. I can't even remember what the discounts were, but any contractor that could say that they were a contractor for the most part is we gave we have a lunch special, which is 2 slices and a soda for $10, and we pretty much gave it to them for free or whatever we had to do to make sure that they were okay too, because we saw the devastation, and those contractors worked their butts off.
Well, they did, and they're all out here, and I mean, let's face it, prices in a tourist area, they're not cheap.
It's not, nope.
And the rumor going around was, hey, go down to Lenny'Z.
Exactly.
They got a good special down there.
Exactly, yeah.
They're really helping people out, and it made a big difference. Even like my kids and people that I know Thomas comes in all the time that lives with me, and it was like, hey, we were going to go down because they were working at Gilligan's and everywhere else. I'm like, all right, let's just go down Lenny'Z, grab something to eat because it's fast, it's cheap, it's good.
Yeah, we try to keep it as cheap as we can, but
yeah, you got to make money. So.
Exactly.
Well, especially because I remember hearing, I was like, oh my God, they just opened and now a hurricane hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
2 hurricanes.
Yeah, the tropical storm, then 2 hurricanes. We have, like you said, real estate on the island too, so we were like crossing our fingers
right.
with.
We have How many houses do you have out here now?
We have I think we have 5, 6 on the island, and then quite a few off the island. So.
Did some of them get hit by water?
Yeah, one of them on Birdsong. It was the first time ever getting water in that, and yeah, I think it got like 12 to 20 inches. I can't remember, but it was a complete
but
remodel.
out of 5 houses, just to have one.
It was a blessing.
Oh, such a blessing.
Yeah,
absolutely. With the restaurant, with everything we have down here, we were very, very fortunate compared to others. So, and we have great our contractor was in there the next day, already tearing out stuff, getting it back to where it needed to be. So we're very fortunate with what we had.
Yeah.
It's
that is That is great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, why don't we take a short break and we'll come right back and talk a little bit more about business out here.
Awesome. Sounds good.
The following segment is brought to you by Beach Bazaar, located in the heart of Siesta Village. Everything for the beach, and we do mean everything. And by FAM Development, the area's best in custom-built homes. Start living your dream on and around Siesta Key.
So I'm back with Tori and Teresa with Lenny'Z Pizza. I want to talk a little bit about the menu. I've heard about this great food. So any family secrets? How did you come up with this menu?
Honestly, there's really no family secrets. We're 100% German, so there's no Italian in our blood. We were very fortunate to find a guy named Mark. He's from New York, he's New Jersey, born and raised, everything. So we found him. He used to work at the 7-Eleven, and one day we came across him, and he's like, "Hey, I got some good recipes." I'm like,
Oh, really?
Bring him over. So Mark has honestly saved our lives on the dough, sauce, all that aspect. So it's completely his recipes. We've obviously tweaked and everything as time went on, but 100% him. As far as the menu, like we said, we didn't really know what we were going into with this. Like my mom said, we did have a Shell gas station up in Ohio that was pizza, wings, burgers.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of had like the same
Was it branded?
Not
Just have
The
pizza?
food was not,
No, yeah.
But it was. I mean, that was not the fresh. You know, we make everything.
It was frozen.
homemade here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
It's totally
okay.
different. So yeah, everything that we sell pretty much is made in
at Lenny'Z, yeah.
Oh.
At the gas station, it was more of a turnover rate, so they did frozen.
And what else is on the menu other than pizza?
Pizza. So we have a large variety of things. That was one thing we wanted to make sure that it wasn't just pizza. So we have burgers, we have handhelds, we have wings, a variety of appetizers, salads, wraps, desserts, soups, pastas. We started.
It's a huge menu. That's why I asked,
Yeah.
because I knew that there's a lot on it. I
Yes.
couldn't remember.
Yeah,
what was on.
it goes on and on. We started off when we first opened. We didn't do any pastas, and we quickly learned that that's a fan favorite. Going to a restaurant, like I know people around here do have pastas, but every time somebody came in,
Not a lot.
I was gonna say,
actually.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we've recently just updated our menu. So we have 3. We have a spaghetti dinner. We have fettuccine Alfredo. And then we have the penne al vodka that we just recently added, and it seemed we're selling the crap out of it. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So
Well, I think part of it too is as locals, we don't want just like tourist food every
Right,
day,
yeah.
but I don't want to go off the island to eat either. So that I
Right.
like to see some place I can go and switch it up a little bit, make everybody in the party happy, you know, because
Absolutely.
everybody has different tastes.
absolutely, yeah.
What's your favorite thing?
I'm on a always. I don't like cheese, so it's a little weird. But I was the one that I was a big part of creating the menu. So I created the Tori's Hot Honey Pizza, which is just pizza, cheese, pepperoni, Parmesan drizzle, and then hot honey on top. And that has become a very big fan favorite, I would say, on the pizza side of it. But other than that, the burgers, I can't believe how many burgers we've sold.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're 100% Angus beef chuck blend, all that stuff. So non-frozen. Everybody goes crazy for the burgers. So that's another one that has become very, very famous on our menu is the burgers, honestly.
And you did not expect that at all.
We did
huh?
not expect it at all. They weren't.
Along with the salads, we
Oh my
sell
gosh,
a ton
yeah.
and ton of
Yeah.
salads, which I mean, of course, pizza and salad goes well together.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
So,
true.
I mean,
yeah.
every time So we have a Greek salad, an antipasta salad, just a garden salad, and then a Caesar salad, of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So how's this season going? I know you kind of had, you opened up, took forever to get open, finally get open, then you get hit by a hurricane.
Yeah.
So 2026, how's that looking for you?
Right now, it's looking phenomenal. Our slow season was steady. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it hurt us in any type of way. We kind of just stayed stagnant, which that's what we're going to see during slow season.
Yeah.
And then I feel like we blinked our eyes and all of a sudden there was 1 million people on Siesta Key.
I
So
think that's the general consistent.
Seriously.
Consistent for all of us. Is
Yeah.
I did the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I'm trying to get off the island one day, and I'm like, what? Where did all these
Yeah.
people come from?
We had a cold spurt, and then nobody was here, and then all of a sudden we had one day in 70s, and I was like, where were you guys at? Well, it's just crazy. But so yeah, I mean, on top of that is our season has been phenomenal so far. We can't complain at all. We actually just hired in a third-party delivery service because last year we had to turn deliveries off. We hired them in as a delivery driver for us, and we're like, hey, like we have to turn deliveries off during season because we can't drive on the island. It's an hour and a half to
that's
deliver.
true,
You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
we only deliver on Siesta, but with traffic, it's so crazy. So we actually he started his own LLC, and we helped him purchase a bike that has a pizza rack on the back and then a cooler on the front. And he's called Zippy.
Oh,
He's
that
called
is a
Zippies.
great
Yes.
idea.
So he can hold up to 6 pizzas, and he can get to the other side of the island and back in 15 minutes compared to the hour and a half. So he actually just purchased another bike. So he has another person that's going to be on board of that, and he's doing phenomenal. He had 93 deliveries this past week, when normally we would have them off. So that's helping us
Wow,
tremendously as
wow.
well. But I mean, with us having our windows,
idea.
yes, he's hoping to get a few more businesses to get on board with him. He's gonna go through this season, see how it goes with us. But after that, he's gonna try to get to a few other businesses that would like to deliver and see if he can get any further with any businesses. But he's doing phenomenal for us right now. It's awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Because I imagine there's so many people that come off the beach and they're just tired.
Yeah.
They don't want to drag the kids out. I mean, we've been there.
That or they don't have vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, so many time we
Oh,
hear it's like, you
true.
know,
I didn't even think about
we see that all the time. It's like, do I need a vehicle when I come to Siesta Key? And we're like, well, it depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so a lot of times they are, you know, they don't have the transportation, even though we have tons of transportation here on the Key. But it's just
yeah, I
easy.
hadn't even thought about that. I mean, that is a big deal. Even when I'm working with the Siesta Key Alliance and all that stuff and visit Sarasota County, they're like, no, you go to Siesta Key, you don't need a vehicle. But I mean, I guess when you're trying to get around stuff like that and get pizza, I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, we're on the opposite side of the island, so the people over there don't want to drive. They don't want to. It's a far walk, so like I said, having that delivery service and him hopping on his electric bike with all the pizzas in the back, it's been. I mean, we've never been through a full season with deliveries on, so who knows how many deliveries we're gonna
You
have.
just keep hiring people?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing
It's
right now?
Pretty much. It's crazy. Yeah, it is.
So do you guys do specials? Do you have a happy hour, live music? What goes on at Lenny'Z?
Yeah. So sorry, I'm in charge of the hiring bands in. So every single day for the next 3 months, I think we have somebody on our every day we have somebody coming in to play music. So we usually 5:30 to 8:30 is our busiest time. So we have live music in there in the bar area. Happy hour, we have it from 3 to 6. We have a few appetizers on there, along with domestic draft and some wines, and then
There's a couple appetizers. A couple
on
of the
the- yeah.
appetizers that are discounted as well for happy hour from 3 to 6.
yeah. And our biggest seller, honestly, during lunch is, and how we get the people that work on the island in, is we have 2 slices and a soda for $10. We have a spaghetti lunch that's spaghetti meatball side salad for $10.
Oh.
So yeah,
That is a great price.
Yeah, so
that is really good
yeah.
for people that work on the island.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a quick little snack for them. So, and we try to keep it as cheap as possible. We also have we have a card that if you get 10 slices, you get the next 2 free. So if you get
Oh.
5 lunch or whatever specials, then you get the next one free. So all the contractors and business people that are on the island love that because you get a
Yeah,
little
I'm
treat
going to
at the end of
remember
it.
that,
Right?
especially when my kid's hungry. I'm like,
Exactly.
go to Lenny'Z.
Exactly.
Y'all load up down there.
Yep.
Yeah, we take care of the police department too down here.
we
So
do.
whenever they come in, we give, you know, depending what they order, but otherwise that their meal's free too.
Well, that's what I've heard, is that you're great partners in the community, that you're getting involved, that you're new to the area, but just immediately came in and really wanted to get to know people on the
Right.
island and how you could be a part of it.
Yeah.
We do a pizza a month, a special.
Oh yeah, we do.
So like this month we did a lucky leprechaun, so, you know, for St. Patrick's Day. So we try to, you know, have a theme to go each month with a specialty pizza that, you know, isn't on
okay.
our menu.
Yeah. Yep.
So how do people find you? How your Instagram, website,
We have Instagram, TikTok. Pretty sure it's Lenny'Z Pizza.
with a Z, right?
Lenny'Z Pizza with a Z. Yes, Lenny'Z Pizza with a Z is all social media. The website is
net or .pizza. Sorry, it's Lenny'Z .pizza. Sorry, I always want to say .com, but it's .pizza.
It is hard to remember that you
Yeah.
don't have to be .com anymore. Yeah.
And then we also on our website, you can click and do an order online. You can call the restaurant. We have 2 lines going at all times. So we have 2 takeout people that are constantly answering the phone. Again, you can do delivery online. You can call in and make a delivery. So there's many ways to get a
get
hold of
Lenny'Z
us.
Pizza?
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, exactly.
Well, now I know that somebody can ride a bike to my, because that's one of the reasons why I haven't done a lot of delivery at my house, because I'm like, well, they're just going to have to sit in the same traffic I do.
Yeah.
So what difference does it make? I might as
Exactly.
well just go there. I'm going to eat in half the time
Yep.
than if I wait. But that's like a New York style solution.
It's amazing. We saw Domino's. Domino's is starting to do electric bikes, and we're like, let's see if we can do
So
that.
that's
Yeah.
where that idea
Yeah.
came from.
It was a part of it, yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on. I'm glad we could finally get everybody on here, and everybody is so busy going into season. I appreciate you taking the time. And if anybody has any questions, check out Lenny'Z on their Instagram, Facebook, website, all of it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
The final segment is brought to you by the law offices of Eric Fleming, specializing in real estate closings. Mr. Fleming is also the current president of the Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce. And by Gilligan's Island Bar and Grill. Experience the heartbeat of the Siesta Village's dining and social scene.
Thank you for watching another great episode of Siesta Sand Live. I had heard through the grapevine that Lenny'Z Pizza did a lot of great things for people during the hurricane, and they really did. They become a great partner here on Siesta Key. So when you're in town, don't forget to go check them out. Just down the street here from Captain Kurt's. They are open 7 days a week. They've got great hours, great food. I love going down there to hang out. Really good beverages. They're not afraid to pour a good drink. So check them out. And don't forget to check us out, Siesta Sand Live. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or you can even check us out on Instagram or my Facebook, Natalie Gutwein. So thank you again for staying tuned to Siesta Sand Live, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Siesta Sand Live is broadcast from Captain Kurt's Village. It's Siesta Key's home to great food, great drinks, great music, and great times. Look for the giant American flag.